Hello and welcome to Caligram Market, our daily program on Nifty, Bank Nifty and USDIR. Before we get started, massive announcement on verified by sensible front. Uh, so, of course, the today, as many of you might have seen, um, let me just put that out right. So, if you go to verified by sensible, so it's in analyze. Sorry, not in analyze. It's in trade verified by sensible. You can see that I have. Uh, sorry, this is the company account. So I can actually follow people by clicking on the verified by sensible hashtag. So let's say that I am on verified by sensible, and for some reason I really like this guy because he has shared some nice meme or something, and then let's say that I like this person trading doc, and let's say Anil Huda has made 2.08 lakhs, and I'm like wondering, boss, what do these people do? Let me also try to, get some ideas from him. I'm just interested, right? These people are saying they are making money every day, so at least let me figure out what is it that they are doing that makes them profitable. So, let's see. Oh, this is incredible discipline, but he has shared on most days. So let's say I like this person, and I followed him, and I'm looking at trading doc, and I'm like, okay, trading doc is interesting. Trading doc has so many P&L shared, very very consistent looking person. Now I'm genuinely interested in what is he doing every day. So I'm gonna hit sorry, follow on him too. And let's say Anil Huda has been throwing up some very massive numbers in the past, as you can see. So I'm like, okay, I'm interested in him also. Let me follow him. And he has verified 69 days of P&L. Then there is Srinivega. He has followed some 50 days of P&L. So let for whatever reason, Vijay is incredibly at 98 days of P&L. I think that's the highest. I haven't shared 98 days of P&L. So, now you can see. So now I'm curious and I've followed all these people and I want to see who are these people who I'm following, right? So I go to verified by sensible. I look at my following page, and all these people are in my phone. Now every day I can just go see what are their overnight positions, right? I mean, just to see what people who are making money is doing every day, and then trying to learn something from what their overnight positions are or how they manage it. We think it is could be of value to a lot of traders, which is why we are doing it. Of course, this is free. We don't charge anything. They don't get anything. They are trading because they think there is some fundamental good in sharing somebody's rather than open a WhatsApp group and say, boss, ye kar lo. Somebody is saying, dude, listen, I am doing this. If you want to do this, you can do that, right? So, um, uh, interesting first step towards building a very transparent, uh, sorry, uh, transparent ecosystem where uh, people are trying to see what successful people are doing, right? Yeah. So now let's go to uh, the analysis. So first and foremost, Nifty futures chart is still above the level which we drew earlier, which is around 1676.50 on futures, which is also the 200 DMA. In fact, I'll show you something interesting, right? Even if I look at Nifty spot chart, this is above the 200 DMA on spot also, and it is above the point where it broke out of this channel. So on Nifty, oh, why is this happening? Oh, I increased my resolution. Okay, let me. Nifty above 200 DMA on spot and future. Spot above the channel breakout. Fute above 17,650 still, right? And if you look at Bank Nifty is still looking like it's above the 100 DMA. It's not really falling, right? It's somewhere, it's still in the breakout zone. Sorry, I think I have an allergy. Zone. Still not huge downside, and dollar is inching up. Dollar is kind of a wait and watch for me, because if it breaks below, uh, let's say, yeah, it has reached the top of it. So if it doesn't cross above this current level and it starts coming down again, it's a sell on uptick even for me. As long as it stays below 82.20 on spot, I am still going to be bearish on dollar on every uptick. Right now, if you look at option chain, this is where bearishness starts creeping in. Analyze option chain. Sorry, not option chain. Open interest. Lot of resistance above 17,700. Even in here, you can see 17,700 is a big support, sorry, big resistance. So for me, it seems really unlikely that it will be a expiry above 17,700. So 17,700 seems like a resistance. Expiry likely to be below that from OC, right? And PCR is also not looking great because it's 0.7, which is the zone of neutral to bearish, right? And if you look at this, this is much, much bigger than this, right? So calls are dominating here. So unlikely that we'll see an expiry above 17,700, at least from the option chain. And if you look at last 1 hour action, 1 hour, yes, lot of call unwinding, but that was profit booking probably. 2 hours, lot of put unwinding. Last 3 hours also a lot of put unwinding. So looks like there is a weak expiry coming up. Looks like, right? Now let's look at FII DI data, which is again a contradictory data. FII bought 10K calls and sold 25K puts. This is bearish. Sorry, this is bullish, right? So basically, FII futures data is also around 300 CR sell, mildly bearish. FII stock data is hardly anything. So verdict is, looks like expiry under 17,700, right? But see, the thing is this, right? For me, the problem is that is fine, but the chart is still above support zone. So mixed signals. Option chain chart shows support. Option chain looks like expiry under 17,700. FIA is mixed signals, mildly bullish. So one thing you can probably do is, uh, I mean, I'm a little confused here. So small bet size, no matter whatever you do, 17,600 seems like a support. 17,700 plus seems like a resistance. But playing this very, very tight range with a straddle or iron condor tomorrow is very tricky. If you really want to play it, maybe you can play 17,500 put and 17,800. Like a safe play is sell 17,800 CE and 17,500 PE. But that is playing very far from the ATM. But I don't want to really. I mean, this is just like Pratyush is saying, right? It's mixed signals. Um, so it's very confusing. I don't want to take a bet and say that boss kal upar jayega niche. See, the thing is this, right? When things are not clear, there is no glory or heroism in saying that boss yehi hoga, mere ko pata hai, ye upar jayega, ye niche jayega. So there's no point in doing that. I think it's better if we I think it's better if sometimes we just admit to ourselves, ki boss, we don't know what to do. Therefore, we are going to sit on the sideline. Ever. See, there are so many occasions when when it is very clear what to do, right? So even if you looked at what we said in the past, we said a 17,700 and 18,000 iron corner. Now on the day we did it, which is on Friday or Monday, this is still making some money or must be losing tiny amount of money. But the greater point is that it hasn't lost much, right? And at 7700 when it was getting broken, maybe there was an exit play. Or even tomorrow, right? If it expires close to, let's say, 17,650 or 17,680 or something, this thing will still make money. And also it had to stay between 17,700 and 800. Tomorrow is one of those days when you genuinely don't know ki yaar kya chal raha hai, right? Of course, after tomorrow's expiry, the option chain goes away and chart is the only thing which is still left. So then probably there can be a bullish bet in case Nifty goes up. So I'll tell you why I'm talking about the bullish bet. So if you look at this, right? So there are two reasons why I'm still long term, medium term bullish on Nifty. One is it is above 200-day moving average still on spot chart, like what you see here, right? Two, it's broke out of the channel and it came back and tested the top of the channel, and from here it can go up, right? Because this channel breakout point will be a support. Even if you look at the futures chart, it still is above this horizontal level which we were earlier talking about, and above 200 EMA and above 50 DMA, all of that, it is still looking like there is juice left in it on the upside. Even Bank Nifty, right? Look at the size of this rejection wick. It is huge and it's not really gone down. And even if it goes down, there are so many zones of support in this area, right? So this area can have a lot of support. Why? Because this rejection wick which you're seeing here, this zone, all of this can act as support. This 100 DMA here. So in fact, if there was no option chain data stay which says 17,700 is a big resistance for tomorrow, I would have definitely been bullish for tomorrow, with small bet size, of course, because it's testing the bottom. But because there is option chain, I'm going to be cautious about my bullishness. But yes, if after tomorrow's expiry that option chain's resistance goes away, I would look to be long again, right? Because chart has still not shown weakness and FII data is still improving every day. So I'll stay long in the absence of option chain. Let me quickly look at. All right. So yes, I think surprisingly that brings us to the um, uh, close of. Oh, by the way, if there is a short covering tomorrow, then the 17,700 call OI will disappear, because OI, although it has predictive value, it is a lagging indicator. That is the truth of it. But in a stable trend, OI can be relied on identifying the continuation of the trend, right? So tomorrow, if there is any kind of bounce from 17,650 odd levels where it closed today, there'll be massive short covering at the 17,700 call. So then I would take back the view which comes from the 17,700 call. So basically, my view is that in the medium term, let's say next week, 2 weeks, etc., I'll still be bullish. But tomorrow's expiry, just because of this 17,700 call build up, I don't want to do that. I want to be cautious and wait for tomorrow's expiry to end before taking long bets again, right? Anyway, so that is the end of our analysis for today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. As usual, uh, take care and keep your capital safe. Bye.